Good morning guys, how you guys doing? Today is JD bringing guys a new video. Today I'm bringing guys a review on the Ex Machina, which is the sniper from the Wrath of the Machine raid. Now obviously the sniper has been out for a long time now since the Wrath of the Machine dropped, but I gotta say that it's not as popular as it should be. When you think about weapons for PvE, most of the most common weapons are the Fadebringer, the Black Spindle, maybe the Sleeper Simulator sometimes, or a sword. I think those are really the most popular ones. But the Ex Machina is never mentioned to be like a must-have weapon. It's honestly not that popular. Not many people use the Ex Machina. But when you look at the perks and just how good the weapon actually is, and you look at the stats, I feel like this sniper probably should be one of the most popular snipers out there. If not, honestly, the most popular. Now, before I get into how the weapon performs, first let's talk about how the weapon looks. And I gotta say that I enjoy the way the sniper looks. It's the old black with red. It's the camo the old Wrath of the Machine weapons have. Obviously, when you upgrade the weapon, you get the Shiva effect. Honestly, I feel like this weapon looks pretty cool. I like the red and black. That honestly goes really well. And just the way the weapon looks, I think it's just kind of unique from any other legendary weapon out there. So that's why I like the way the weapon looks. Now, let's get into how the weapon performs. Now first I want to talk about real quick about the Crucible. Now when you look at this weapon, I gotta say that you probably find some perks in the weapon that are beneficial for the Crucible. Like for example, Quick Draw is probably the best perk you can have in a sniper, and obviously the XM machine has that. So I think that is obviously a bonus for the Crucible. Then you got Spray and Play. That's also another bonus. Basically after you empty the magazine, this weapon is gonna reload really fast. And wait for it actually grants you an extra shot in the magazine. So if you empty the magazine and you reload after that, the magazine is normally 3, but that will make it a 4-round magazine. So to me, that honestly also works well. So altogether, I gotta say that all the perks actually are, I think, somewhat even perfect for the Crucible. Now the only problem I have with this weapon, the Crucible, is the scope. The scope is not the usual scope in the sniper. It's not short gaze, it's not ambush, it's not long view. So I think that is a minus for this weapon. I think that if you probably use this weapon a lot, I think that you probably might be getting used to the scope. But if you're like brand new to this weapon, I think that the scope is gonna take you some time to get used to it. A lot of the times I was getting a lot of body shots when I was trying to hit headshots. That happened to me a lot of times. So honestly, as far as like this weapon, the Crucible, I think that you can honestly go with something else, like a 1000 yards there, a longbow, all those weapons that have better scopes. I think probably will work better than this one. So that is why I think that this might just be a pass for the Crucible. But let's talk about PvE. Now the reason why I wanted to make this video is because of how good the Ex Machina actually is on PvE. I honestly feel that this probably is the best sniper on PvE right now. When you compare it to other snipers, I think that the only one that can actually go against this sniper, I think might be the Black Spindle. Obviously the Black Spindle reloads your magazine automatically if you hit every precision shot, but the problem with the Black Spindle is that one is an exotic weapon, so obviously that's a minus because that means that you cannot use any other exotic. And I think that makes the Black Spindle a situation sniper. Like if you go against bosses that really don't move much, like Athean or something like that, the Black Spindle might be a better option. But when you talk about PvE overall, I just feel that the Ex Machina is the better option. Also, if you guys don't know, actually the Ex Machina does more damage than the Black Spindle. Obviously it's not by much, but it's still a difference, and I think that is obviously a positive for the Ex Machina. Also, I think that the perks that the sniper has are actually beneficial. A Spray and Play is obviously good, like setting Crucible, but it's also really good on PvE, and Wait for is also beneficial on PvE. I said again, I get that the Black Spindle in some situations is better, but I just think that the fact that you can use this and use the exotic sword like the Wrath of the Machine, which I think works perfectly, or you can use the Sleeper Simulator, I think that is just more beneficial to me. Also in activities like the Nightfall and Strikes, the Ex Machina is obviously the better choice. One, it doesn't take away the exotic spot, so that means that you can use all of those new exotic primary weapons with element damage. Two, Black Spindle is stuck with solar damage. You cannot get a void Black Spindle. But the Ex Machina, you can get an arc, you can get in solar, you can get a void, whatever element you want, you can get it. So that is obviously another beneficial thing about the Ex Machina. So altogether, I just feel like the Ex Machina actually is the better option. I run every single raid, and I think that in just some cases, like in the war Priest maybe, or Golgoroth. I think that Black Spender is a better option, but when I'm trying to do any other activity, I'm honestly using the Ex Machina over the Black Spender. So that is why for me the Ex Machina is definitely the best sniper on PvE. But anyway guys, that's just my opinion, but I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, please leave a like. If you guys can subscribe to the channel, that means a lot to me. I hope you guys have a great day, guys. Take care, guys. Peace.
Like a curse, never felt such thirst, never felt such thirst. Desperate, swallow my breath, make up all the lines. I'm desperate, I don't know music, get them in physics. I'm desperate, is this torture? All I need is a cure.
Is it?
Oh shit, that just doesn't.
No worries.
Oh, don't kill him. Damn. Damn, don't shoot more.
Don't shoot him anymore, dudes.
Jesus, that's a first. Challenge is done. Challenge is done. Now just continue.
Oh, okay, I'll stop now.
I got all four. Already got all four, but
I just need